Hello, welcome, and welcome back to my channel. What's up, tribe? Today I am coming back with a reading. It's going to be, what do you need to know at this time? What's going on at this time? We are focusing on the present moment. I am taking an emphasis on being what's going on at this time, not what's coming, not what's going to be over there, but at this time. So I'm going to shuffle 3 cards for groups 1, 2, and 3. See which card you resonate with the most, and then go ahead down to your timestamp below and we'll get started. All right, group number 1. What do you need to know at this time? What do you need to know at this time? What's the card for group 1? This one. All right, 4 of Swords for group 1. If you resonate with that, go ahead. That's your group. Group 2. Go over here. Group 2, what is your card? What's going on at this time for group 2? Just gonna use gravity for this one. Oh. Group 2 is the Empress. Okay. And group 3, what's going on with group 3? What do we have for group 3? I'm excited to be back doing this. I have no idea how it's going to turn out, but we're just going to go with it. Group 3, we have, what is this? 7 of Cups. If you resonate with this card, group 3 is your choice. Okay, let's just go in with group 1. Group 1, as we had 4 of Swords. Let me see what we're feeling in this group. What's going on at this time? Okay, 4 of Swords. Yeah, okay. So kind of like how the card is showing, like this guy, he's laying down, he's kind of feeling a bit defeated. I feel for you, there's this sense of like, there's this growth that you're wanting, but it's all the way over there. It's somewhere at a distance from you. It's somewhere outside of you is what I'm feeling. And it's like you're looking at it, you're wanting it, maybe you are working at growing, and at the same time you just feel like, where is my growth? Where is my growth? There's a bit of feeling here. I feel like some people here are kind of in a bit of a cycle where, oh gosh, like you're working at growing, but you're staring at the growth somewhere outside of you. Interesting. Okay, what more do we have for this group? For group 1, Flyer. 9 of coins. 9 of coins, right. So 9, right? It's like you're wanting... Okay, yeah, I see. That makes total sense. Because what are coins in traditional tarot? That's like the earth sign, which we were talking about growth. Look, that's so funny. She's pointing somewhere else. Your growth is somewhere over here. What you're trying to achieve is somewhere outside of you, is how you're perceiving it. But that doesn't necessarily make it true. Okay. So, interesting. I'm getting this message here for many of you in this group to kind of like stop and smell the roses. She's got this rose up here on her head and on her bosom. Stop and smell the roses. Maybe you are trying to push so hard to see some kind of evidence of your efforts that you are missing. I want to say like the joy of putting in the effort. A lot of our joy comes from trying, not necessarily from the destination, right? But it's like you are focusing so hard on your destination, you're not slowing down and you're not actually seeing, okay, I am making progress. I am making progress. I'm just not seeing it because I'm so focused on some external something. Okay, all my cards are falling. Right. We've got the Chariot. So focused on getting to your destination, so focused on just driving that horse to where it needs to go, that you're missing a bit of the sights. Okay. So, right, let's see, what are we dealing with here? Because you're clearly working towards something. And it feels like, I mean, there's a reason. There's a reason why you're pushing so hard for this. What is that reason? I'm gonna split the deck. Where is this coming out of? Because when we're flowing, we're not pushing. So you're resisting for some reason, or there's a bit of resistance in terms of the pacing. Okay, well that's funny because it's like I just said the pacing, right? The timing of it. So you see this dog, he's got his little treat on his nose. And this trick is usually like, okay, I'm gonna put the treat on your nose and you're gonna wait until I tell you it's time, and then you can eat it. And this came out right as I was saying, like the pacing, right? Like the timing. There's a bit of resistance with the timing, but it's like some people here just need to take a deep breath and just don't worry about the timing. Give it time. In fact, give it time. Like the universe, like you will know when. You will know when you've achieved to that point. And it's like you don't have to keep pushing. In fact, I feel it's more so like you'll be given the sign. That's really what I'm feeling here. You're the dog that's waiting with the treat, but it's like you'll be given the sign, you'll be told when. You'll have that nudge of okay, like come on, let's go. It's time for you to realize where you've gotten to. It's time to realize where you're at. Okay, let's keep going. That's interesting. I get this message like you don't need to keep pushing. Look, another page. You've got 2 pages here. For me, pages are all about learning. They're all about progress, like P for progress. Because you're trying to make your way to the knight. You're trying to make your way to the king. You're trying to make your way up and up and up. And it's like, you know, pages are all about learning. They're all about like gathering information. They're like the explorer kind of like push. Let's see what more can I do? What more can I achieve? But, God, I just feel like you don't need to work so hard. You don't need to keep pushing. There's this message of like, you just don't need to keep pushing because you can explore, you can grow, you can do your work, but is it coming from a grounded place? Is it coming from a grounded place? Are you pushing just because you want to get through everything, just because you want to get rid of everything, just because you want to be perfect already? Or are you, working a little bit on yourself here and then going and doing your earthly things over here, like washing your dishes, doing your laundry, I don't know, drawing, journaling, doing your work, whatever it is. It's like you don't have to keep pushing at that self-work all the time, because you'll get there with a sense of ease. You can get there with a sense of ease. Okay, let's see what more. Group 1. Actually, I feel this other deck that I brought. Here we go. Observe in silence. Okay. Oh gosh, yes. Observation is coming in here. Observation, it's more, oh my gosh, it's like the stop and smell the roses, like be able to observe everything that you have in the present moment. Where are you right now? What have you achieved so far? What, look at everything that you have grown to this point. You are not the same person that you were yesterday. You are not the same person that you were 3 weeks ago. So make that observation, because it's with that you will see that you have achieved so much growth already. Okay. We had 2. Okay, 2 pop out. See the signs? See the truth. See the signs, see the truth. So it's kind of like how we went back to that first message. It's like there's clearly something that you are missing a little bit here, because you are so much in your Chariot energy. There's observation that's needed here, because when you are clearly seeing, that's the thing. It's like you're not clearly seeing yourself, I think. Because when you clearly see yourself, you can see like, okay, I've actually done a lot. I can give myself a little bit of a break today, a little bit of a break this week, whatever it is for you. And there's this acknowledgement. There's an acknowledgement that's being needed here. You've done a lot. Whatever you have done. Even if you feel like it's been a little bit, even if you feel like it's been nothing. And honestly, like, you don't even have to sit down and do the act of like purging, releasing, cleansing, clearing, whatever it is for you, because what needs to come up is going to come up regardless, like in your thoughts, in your everyday. And so long as you aren't like pushing them down or stifling them in some way, allow those thoughts to come up and leave you and float away, or apply another perspective to them and then let them go, let them flow. It's like that still counts. And I think a lot of us don't credit that. So I wonder if you are just not giving yourself the credit of, you're going through whatever you're going through. You're going through it. Give yourself the credit. It's not easy. Human life is not easy. Okay. All right. Anything more for group 1? Yeah, we are going to keep going. Okay, more for group 1. The star. Oh, I love this for you. What is the star all about? It's about that hope. It's about that optimism. It's about, even the way that she's kind of like looking down at herself. She's like, I ain't half bad. I ain't half bad. I've done some work. I've done some progress, like I think I need to give myself some kudos, some credit. I ain't half bad. Things are not as bad as they seem. Okay, we've got the wheel. The wheel. This I feel is something new. Okay. I feel this is something new. Or like a new part to the reading. Like this is this is a new sentence, new paragraph. Okay. Be vigilant. Interesting. We've got a lot about observation here for you. Be vigilant. Okay. A lot about using our eyes and surrender to the flow. Well, that's quite perfect, isn't it? I love this for you guys. Okay. Surrender to the flow. What am I getting here for you? Okay. I'm seeing here that this pushing, or like this be vigilant, means more towards like it's connected to something in your shadow, of course, but there's some part of you that feels this need to push. And this is the part that you need to be vigilant of, because whenever it's telling you like you're not doing enough or you need to do more, be vigilant of those thoughts. Be vigilant of that energy, because that's going to keep trying to, I don't know, like overwork you. Like, you don't need to be overworked. Like, you can do things with a sense of ease. I've really been learning that lately. You can do things with a sense of ease. You can do things with a sense of flow. It's just, there's this like, I just don't know why, like, there's this resistance to this pacing, to this timing. Just allow things to flow. You know, things will change and progress as they need to, right? With this wheel. But look at her, you know, she's spinning threads. You know, she's being mindful. She's probably not rushing because, you know, like, she's an elderly lady, and at that point in your age, you just, nothing is very rushed. You're taking your time. But allow yourself to take that time. Allow yourself the time. You're not running out of time. There's no need to rush time here. Because the wheel will turn. Like I said earlier, the universe will give you that sign. Will tell you, okay, you can have your treat now. Or, you know, with the dog. Okay, wow. Anything more for group 1? This really is all about coming back to the present moment. Just don't push yourself out of the present moment. Don't push yourself. There's no need to push yourself to be somewhere else right now. Okay. Anything more for group 1? Yes. Here are the ancient ones. Interesting. So I am sensing here there's a bit of grounding that's needed. More with, like, I don't know why the word ancient here just reminded me of like very old trees. Very, very grounded, very ancient, you know, like old civilizations who lived probably mostly in the present moment, because they didn't have like cell phones or whatever it is. Like, they lived with the pace of the earth. They lived at a slower pace, probably. So remember to breathe, because I keep wanting to like ease, like release, breathe. Group number 1. Share your thoughts. Share your thoughts. Share your thoughts, share your worries. I feel that for some reason this card is bringing up worry for me. For some reason you're worried. You're worried, but I'm getting here, like, take a look. There's this tiny little dragon, like this little golden light dragon that's like whispering in his ear. Like, everything is okay. Like, you are fine. You are going... I want to come back to the worry because that was coming up for a reason. And I have a feeling it has to do with whatever this Be Vigilant card was targeting. You know? Why the need to push? Why the need to worry? Everything is going at the flow that it needs to. Okay, anything more? I actually feel like that's it for group 1, because it kept giving me like the same message in different forms. Okay, I hope that resonated in some way, shape, or form. Let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Alright, if you chose group 2 with the Empress, this group is for you. Let's see, what are we dealing with right now? What's going on in this present moment? Where are we at? Okay. That's interesting. Normally when I get the Empress, it's all like, woo, wow, abundance, like growth, beauty. But here I'm sensing there's something about... I don't know if it's like a worry or like feelings of unworthiness. Let's see. I had a few cards fly out, but I'm going to keep shuffling. What's going on here? Okay, we had King of Wands reversed. And I'm going to read the reversal here because I feel like it is. Yeah, King of Wands, yeah, that actually kind of makes sense. Because what is King of Wands when he's right side up? He's the King of Wands. He can do anything, he can be anything, he could go wherever he likes. But the way that I'm reading him reversed, it's like uncertainty, I'm not sure, I'm not so confident, I don't know, stuttering, you know, like I don't know, I'm not quite sure, but what is this energy? Why are we feeling this way? Okay. What's going on here with this group? All of my cards are flying out. I'll shuffle one more time. Okay. All right, Three of Swords. I get the feeling you're not even sure. She's like laying against the wall. She's like, please help me. I don't know what to do. I don't know which step to take. I don't know where to go. Which direction do I turn? Do I grow into? What? You tell me. She's in this mode of like, you please tell me. But why? We started off with the Empress, meaning you have the energy and the capability to make your own decisions, make your own moves, to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. I mean, the Empress is definitely one of like the top cards in the tarot, you know. She's got a lot of power. She holds a lot of power. I keep getting drawn to the Three of Swords though, so let's dig into this one a little bit. Okay. All right. I'm going to say what I am feeling here, and I feel like there's a bit of disconnect. I don't know if it's in your heart, or I want to say it's in your heart because there's a sense, I'm feeling almost like this sense of hollowness. Why is that there? Yeah, there's a bit of a that void feeling, which occasionally comes up in my readings. That void feeling, like you are trying to look, even the energy in this reading, I just want to breathe and just sit here and I don't know where to go, and I want you to tell me, even though I'm the one that's reading. So it's like, okay, let's grab a hold of the gears here. Let's go into this knowing that we have the ability that we need to get through whatever we need to get through. Now I'm being drawn to shuffle. Okay, so that's what we needed. Remember, we are empowered. This one right here. Oh no. The Tower. I've actually never drawn this card in this deck before. The Tower. So that kind of makes sense. Either you feel like you've fallen from the edge, or, you know, you're going through a tower moment, which means, you know, it doesn't always have to be like super dramatic and everything's like crumbling and coming down on you and you're buried in the rubble. But there's a bit of recalibration that's going on. So, someone said this really beautifully to me in the last video in the comments, where it was like you're disconnecting and then you're reconnecting to, it's like you're disconnecting from your current hard drive and you're reconnecting to a new one. And, or it's like turning off your router, right? Like, such a beautiful example. You kind of have to turn it off to reset it, and then it turns back on and it's reconnected again. That's a little bit of what I hear for you here. It's like you're going through this tower moment where there's that shadow, you know, you're going through a little bit of a dip. You're like, I just don't really know where I am. I feel like I'm floating. I feel like I don't know which way to go, which direction to turn. Am I going in the right way? You know, I need someone to help me. I need someone to tell me. It's that shadow, right? It's walking around in the darkness. But, oh gosh, like there's this beautiful sense of, oh God, like, okay. You don't even realize like how much there's this beautiful thing that's going to be just sprouting out of you, out of this time. You know, it's like a plant. I love using the plant example. But it's like a plant. You plant the seed and it's in the dark and it's in the soil and you're just watering it and hoping that it's going to grow, but you don't know. But then, you know, after a little bit of time, after like a few days, maybe a few weeks, depending on the plant, something starts to sprout. And then, you know, that's beautiful because that's, what is that? Oh, life grows. Oh, life comes out of the dark, right? Just like the Big Bang. I suppose you can use that example. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay. What did I say about the plant? She's grown a garden here. Beautiful. Okay. Yes, you're like, well, lo and behold, where is my plant? I'm waiting for the garden to grow. Oh boy. I wonder if you also probably need to listen to just a little bit of group number 1. I'm getting all tongue-tied. Thanks, Mercury retrograde. Because you're also here kind of like waiting with the pacing. Okay, well, how long am I going to be lost? How long am I going to be in this void? Okay, like, I don't know. So tell me, like, what's the timing? When am I going to get over to there where the grass is greener? You tell me. Okay, but we don't necessarily have to be in this kind of energy, though. Like, you don't have to be in this type of attitude. Okay, so I'm being drawn to the oracle. Okay. Seek your answers within. Perfect, because what do I keep saying in this reading? It's like, you tell me, I don't know, but all your answers are within. You know, you don't have to necessarily come at it with the question of how much longer am I going to be here? You don't necessarily have to ask that, but whatever it is that, you know, the tower did come up. You're going through a recalibration. You're going through a bit of a shift here. Even if it doesn't necessarily feel like it, because not all shifts are butterflies and roses. You know, sometimes they're the ones that kind of just leave you floating. Sometimes they're the ones that kind of leave you very apathetic. Like, okay, well, whatever. I don't care about anything anymore. Just get me out of here. But seek your answers within. Okay, this is really interesting because we have a heart here. And there was something I said earlier about feeling like almost like you're disconnected from the heart in some way. Maybe if you're feeling that way. But what I feel here is like, I wonder if, have you been, what about comforting yourself through this time? I want to say, like, there's something coming in here for a few people that feels like it doesn't have to be this like pulling teeth. It doesn't have to feel like pulling teeth. This time period doesn't have to feel frustrating or aggravating in any way. You can still enjoy it with the comforts of life, I'm hearing. For some people, the comforts of life. I don't know. Treat yourself to some food or coffee or whatever it is. Whatever you treat yourself with. Okay. Time to shuffle. Okay, so What is it that we need to hear for group 2? All of them are falling. I'm so sorry. Okay. Group 2. Okay. So, let's see. What am I feeling here? Okay. What I feel here is... No, I was wondering, I was like, is it a bit of a cycle ending? But no, it's not a bit of a cycle ending. You are moving through the cycle, though. It is 10. 10 of coins, though. I feel here, there's this, for some reason, this state of, like, acceptance, I want to say. Like, okay, I'm here. I'm just going to make the most of it. And I feel like even though some people in this group might still be very attuned to, like, how much longer am I going to be here? Because I keep getting drawn to, like, the age of this man. Also, seems like an elderly gentleman. And it's like, you know, you can come at it with the standpoint of take this time to fill your cup or jug. Right over here. Take this time to fill your cup, to fill your jug with the comforts of life while you're undergoing this change, right? Because that's really what's happening. Even if you don't feel it, even if you don't see it, that doesn't mean there isn't something energetically going on behind the scenes that is gearing you up for the next level or your next leg of growth or whatever have you. So, what else does group 2 need to know? What else does group 2 need to know? Reveal your truth. Okay, so that's really interesting because it's like there's this process that's happening here. That's you like taking off the shot. Like, here's me trying to explain what I'm feeling energetically for you right now. Is you're wearing this dark mask and you're undergoing this process of the mask coming off to reveal your light underneath. Like, there are truths that are being revealed to you through this time. And it's going to be different for every person here. But specifically, there's one example that's coming in right now, and it's how you are able to handle this kind of time period. This is a truth that you are also learning through this journey that you're taking right now. So how are you handling this time period? What are you turning to? How are you treating yourself? Because this is also a part of your truth of how you are able to handle the dips, the valleys, hills and valleys, right? Hills and valleys. How gentle can you be with yourself? Another message. Okay, anything else for group number 2? Yes. Here we go. The moon. I just keep getting like the same attitude through all these cards for you. The moon, just look at that expression, like, okay. But what is this validating for us? What's this confirming? It's that this is a phase. Because the moon moves in cycles. It's just a phase. You're not going to stay here forever. It's going to shift out of it. But there are still things you can learn in the dark. There are still things that you can see in the dark. Maybe not clearly, but if anything, it gives you more awareness of yourself. Like, when you're moving through the dark, you kind of have to be a little bit more self-aware. Like, okay, well, like, I can't really see anything at night, so there you go. Reveal your truth. Seek your answers within. Within. Turn towards the moon. Anything else for group 2? Yeah, I feel like if anything, this was just reassurance that this is just a phase for you. You don't need to cling on to it or feel like you're stuck. It is going to cycle itself out. to something better. It's just, you're not going to stay here. You're not going to stay here. I feel like that's a message that needs to come out. You're not going to stay here. Don't worry, but there are still things that you can learn during this time. And if anything, take this time as a break to fill your cup, to do things that you want to do, to take things at a bit of a slower pace if you need to. So that is it for my group number 2. I will see you in the next one. Bye. All right, if you chose group 3 with the 7 of Cups, there you go. This reading is for you. Let's see, where are we at? What are we moving through? What do we need to know at this time? What's going on? What's going on? Okay. What is the energy? Ooh, okay, we start off with the Emperor. Nice. 7 of Cups to the Emperor. Interesting. Let me shuffle a little bit more. I've been taking these readings a bit more gently. I've noticed they're not as like boom, boom, boom as I normally would read, but hey, it's just a different style. Temporarily, I guess. I don't know. I'm just gonna roll with it. And the Magician. Okay, wow. Group 3. We've got some powerful cards here for you. Let me just tune in and see what we're dealing with. Okay. Okay. So I'm trying to feel if there's like a goal that you're trying to work through, or there's something, you've got this ideal something, right? Like, I'm just going to say it's a goal for lack of a better term, because it's going to be different for everyone, but this goal, or like this state, this place you're trying to be at, something you're trying to achieve. And it's almost like you're trying to figure out, how are you going to get there? I don't know why I keep wanting to laugh, because it's really funny. You keep trying to figure out how you're gonna get there. Like, just look at his expression. He's just like, oh, I don't know. Maybe let me ask Spirit. Maybe you are turning to Spirit. Maybe you are turning to like divine methods of divining to try and figure it out. But you're trying to figure it out, and I keep wanting to laugh, probably because Spirit is laughing at you, because it's like why? Why are you trying to figure something out? It's so hard. It's just okay. Well, let's see why. Let's see why. What are we trying to do here? Group 3. What are we trying to do? Okay. This one. 10 of Swords. What is happening in this group? Okay. Let's see. What is this telling us? I don't know if you're like trying to put something to rest or there is something you are trying to either close here or finish here. And okay. Interesting. Because I feel like this has to do with your spiritual path or growth in a sense. It has to do with your spiritual, I want to say spiritual growth. But it's like the work that you've been doing is coming in here too. So however you've been working on yourself in this group, this is playing into this. Knight of Wands. Yeah, the actions that you've been taking, the work that you've been doing to try and figure this out. Okay. Hang on, all my cards just dropped. Okay, that makes sense because the energy, I always tend to read with the energy of the pile, and it's like now I'm trying to figure out the cards because the cards are trying to figure something out, so now I'm having to figure them out. Okay, so what if we didn't have to try so hard? What if we knew that we were going to figure it out in the time that we were meant to figure it out? I keep getting drawn to the Magician. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. Because the magician has everything that he needs in order to... He just has everything that he needs. He's the magician. He's literally the magician. Like, he's got all the potions. He's got all the, you know, who's its and what's its. All of his ingredients he has right in front of him. He doesn't have to, like, keep... I don't know. It's like looking outside of himself. He doesn't have to keep, like, trying to grab for more. He has everything in front of him already. So... where are we going with this? I feel like that's a big message that someone needed to hear right now. You have what you need in front of you. Okay. Heed your dreams flew out for you. Okay, what is heed your dreams here saying? Okay. I feel like for... okay, I see. It's like there's a changing, there's a little bit of like group 2 in this as well. There's like a changing of season here. There's a changing, there's a transformation here with the snake, with the autumn, with the night to the day. And I am trying to figure out why you are pushing so hard to figure this out when the answer is kind of clearly right in front of you. Like, okay, like you keep getting told the answer some way, somehow. Maybe you're getting signs. Maybe you're asking for signs and you're getting them. And then you're just the type of person to say like, no, I need a signier sign. Like I need, give me a different one to validate the one that you already gave me. And it's like, you've already been told the answer. And yet you're still trying to figure it out. It's right in front of you. Okay. All right, now the cards want to talk. So that was something someone needed to hear. You know, you've got what you need in front of you. You've been given it already. Like, just take that. Okay. We have the 6 of Coins. And okay, that makes sense. I just totally had to like tune into this. Okay, zone in. Okay, so back to this card. Look at what's happening in here. So she's given, I don't know, the milk to the old man, and then there's this woman in the back who's trying to tell her like, hey, you know, it's just, there's this energy here of like you being either told or it's like, hey, you know, someone's like telling you the answers. You know, you've got the answer, you've got the direction. There's something that you already know here. And it's almost like, you know it, but, and you know, but like there's this energy of like, but, you know, like I kind of either want like more signs or something, you know, like whatever your situation is. You're like, but this and this, but you know, that. Oh gosh, and it's like, it's almost like you just don't want it. Is that it? Like you don't want the signs to end? Like you just don't want to feel like you're being left out? Gosh. What is this interesting energy for group 3? Like, this is totally out of left. This is totally different from the other two. Totally. Okay, so what do we need to know at this time? Aside from that, you already have everything that you need. Oh my gosh. I think I can end it right here. It says be patient. It says be patient. What else do you need to know? Be patient. It's like, okay, you know, you're not being left out. You're just this kid over here who's just having to like wait his turn, you know, to feed the old man or whatever it is. It's like, be patient. And I feel like there's something more with that, honestly. Like, hang on, let me tune in. Yeah, I feel this energy almost like of you like tapping your foot. You're trying to see like, okay, well, what's coming next? What do I have next? what is it going to look like, because you were trying to get to like some kind of goal, and the goal I feel is over here while you're over here. And you keep trying to almost like look and see, well, like what's coming up ahead? Well, what do I have next? You know, like what do I need to see? What's it going to look like? Be patient. Whatever questions you've been asking, whether it be to spirit, whether it be to like other readers, you know, whatever it is, just be patient. Whew. What do we have? 5 of Swords, because you keep trying to run into the direction of whatever it is you're trying to figure out. And for some reason, you're trying to figure it out right now. You're trying to figure it out right now. Yeah, like I said, there's a bit of group 2 here in which, or maybe was it group 1? I don't know, but pacing, timing, that seems to be a collective theme as of late. Pacing and timing, going with the flow, rather than like pushing and trying to run towards something. Okay, anything else? Anything else for group 3? Here we go. Okay, we had the 5 of Wands. Now I'm trying to figure out if you're the one with the trumpet or if you're the girl. Okay, hang on. Okay, so back to this card. You see how the trumpets are kind of like blaring at this girl? And what I'm feeling here for you is it's kind of like you're wanting to know everything loud and clear already. You're wanting to know everything like super already kind of in your face. Like, oh, what it's going to look like. Oh, what it's going to feel like. Oh, what it's going to like this and that and this and that. And it's like, what I'm getting here is you don't have to know all the details all at once. The Sun. Okay, you know, enjoy being in this energy of like, okay, well, I might not know, but I'm going to have fun anyways. Right? I might not know, but I'm going to have fun and I'm just going to enjoy myself. And it's like, kids don't always know what comes next. You know, like they're not even preoccupied about what comes next, because what are they doing? They're living in the moment. For most kids, live in the moment. At least I would hope. What is this? Ace of Coins. Okay, because there is, let me see if this is future. Yeah, there is something new coming in. There is something new coming in next. Okay. I hope that was what you needed to hear. Just kidding. I'm still going to keep going. That should reassure you. Yes, there is something new coming in here. There is something... Ooh. Interesting. Hang on. Okay, what did we have? We had the 9 of Wands and the Devil. 9 of Wands, Devil. Okay, well, really what this is telling me is you're a little bit still, still a little bit attached to like what comes next, to the future energies, to the potentials. And it's like, it's almost like you have to like let go of that idea of that you can hold on to like this thing in the future, because it's not here yet. It hasn't manifested itself yet. It will, or it might, depending on what you choose to do, right? That's why it's a potential. Depending on your actions, it can change. But that's exactly why, you know, the Devil energy, whenever I get Devil, for me, I like to read this as letting go of that attachment of trying to see, you know, something off in the distance, something off in the future. More so, come back to the present moment with the energy of the Sun, the child. What you can see. What's right there in front of you. Okay, anything more for group 3? Yes. Let's dig into the Oracle. Any more for group 3? You came out. Oh, that's funny. Embrace the dark. Yeah, so you might not have it all figured out right now. That's the dark, right? Like the unknown, the I don't know, the I can't totally see just yet. But you can see what's in the present moment, even if you can't see what's coming up ahead over there, right? It's kind of paradoxical in a way. It's like the moon and the sun, but there are still things that you can see, and I really feel here it's calling you to be patient. Be patient for what's coming over there, but enjoy what you have right here in front of you. Okay, is there anything more for group 3 before I close it out? Right here. Oop, there we go. Know your fears. Okay, so well, I thought I was going to close it out, but this seems to be taking it deeper. Know your fears, bottom of the deck, time to reflect. Yeah, this is like similar to one of the messages in the other groups. Know your fears is more like about, are you afraid that it's not going to happen? Are you afraid that it's not going to come to you? Or are you afraid that, you know, it's like, know what you are afraid of in this space, in this state that you're in. Because again, we started it off with like, okay, we have this goal, we're trying to figure out how to get there like right now, but we have everything in front of us. We have everything we need in the present moment. So it's like, what are your fears? Be aware of those and how they're affecting your actions and what you're doing to try and like either push or like figure things out before their time. So take a nice deep breath, just ground yourself back to the present moment. Back to the present moment. Okay, anything more for group 3? Nope. I feel like that is it. I hope that resonated with you in some way, shape, or form, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.